collaborative space where we can create value across multiple different sectors and across multiple different countries. And what does that require? It requires each individual to play their part. And more so than that is also for us to be able to collaborate to make sure that we are maximizing the value that exists amongst us.
A lot of people founders here and a lot of developers here can attest that sometimes we build MVPs for even 4 months and 6 months, only to put it in the market and realize it's not going to work. People don't like it. It can't do anything. And then you have to build again for 6 months. Before you know it, that's 1 year.
The best gift you can give to a human being is a chance.
Yeah, exactly. A child that does not cry will die in the carrier.
There are too many problems in the world for us not to be the solutions to them. There are too many of us pointing fingers, looking for other people to solve for things that we know innately we have a piece of the puzzle for.
Think about the failures you've had in your life. Don't you learn more from failure than you do from success? I have.
Absolutely. That's where the biggest lessons are.
Yeah.
All right. Once again, welcome everyone who is watching us. This is Michael Kemadi or MK. And ideally, today we are going live in Mombasa once again. And one of the key things that you need to note is that Mombasa is one of the cities in Kenya where a lot is happening. Today we'll be covering tech ecosystem. But before, this is Impact Masters podcast in collaboration with Retort Podcast, Africa Stocking Initiative through podcast. Africa Stocking is a telco platform as a service providing USSD, SMS, airtime, and mobile APIs, which enables developers to build solutions at scale. Impact Masters provides a platform changing the status quo and enabling all the talent, including developers, developer experience experts, designers, as well as marketing gurus to provide their solution as a service. You can check out Impact Masters at impactmasters.io and Africa Stocking at africastocking.com and enjoy the services. Now, without further ado, today we're discussing more about Mombasa tech ecosystem, well hosted at Westerwell Startup House in Mombasa. And we're joined by one and only, the chief himself, Mr. Samuel Kageni, who is in the house. And on my right, we have Graham Hanga, and we'll be talking more about tech ecosystem. I'm sure most of you are asking yourself what is happening in Africa and how is Silicon Savannah doing and what can people actually build to really solve for the local people. But before, I would like to welcome Samuel to greet you all and ensure that, we are moving in the right direction. Samuel, welcome to this platform.
Thank you so much. Good to have you guys over here.
Mhm.
And so my name is Sam, as we just said,
Mhm.
from Western Startup House, Mombasa. I lead the community and marketing efforts here in Mombasa. And Westerwell Startup House Mombasa is also part of the Westerwell Foundation. So lovely to be here and on the podcast and to get to catch some as well.
Wonderful. And who invited someone was like, what am I going to say? Hi, you can join us on YouTube. Feel welcome and ask any question that you have about tech ecosystem in Mombasa. And on my right, I have SVP himself, Senior Vice President, Marketing Guru, Graham Muhanga. In fact, for those who are joining us with Graham Muhanga first time, Graham has been now creating content internationally. This weekend, 3 years of convincing because he has a lot to say. He's a very knowledgeable and wise guy. He's sharing with the ecosystem. And one of the key things that he has is that he keeps these things for himself because he feels like he's talking too much. You rub people the wrong way. But in the world of podcast, sometimes some of these knowledge should be shared, freely, so that people can actually learn from each other without judging. And if there's any correction, it can be actually shared out there. Graham, welcome to the show, man. Give yourself an introduction.
Yeah, thank you very much. So, Graham, I work in the marketing and partnerships team at Africa Stocking.
Mhm.
And I've only worked in the tech ecosystem, I don't know, for the last 10, 15 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's happy to be in Mombasa.
Wonderful, wonderful.
No, we say Lagos is the best African city, but of course,
Yeah.
second one should be Mombasa.
I think you're looking for a passport to Mombasa.
I should be in Mombasa anytime. Let me make that.
Yes. Yes. He's learning the ropes as we go.
Yes.
So yes. One of the key things, Samuel, I would like you to at least tell us more is what is Westerwell?
Good question. Westerwell is the name of our founder.
Mhm.
And from where he's from, it's pronounced as Westerwelle.
Westerwelle.
He was called Westerwelle Guido or Guido Westerwelle. He was the leader of the federal government of Germany.
Yeah.
And he was super intentional about exploring opportunities and giving opportunities to the entrepreneurs in Africa.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's where the word Westerwelle Startup House started.
Okay.
And it's been a while now since we launched what we do here in Africa. And it started off with a Young Founders Program,
Yeah.
where Guido and some few of his colleagues and organizations in Germany
Yeah.
used to build a program called the Young Founders Program, where they came to Africa and got promising startups.
Yeah.
Took them to Germany for a while, maybe around 5-6 months.
Yeah.
And then they came back to Africa. So that's where the name started, because they were like, what can we do? What's more than just bringing people here, connecting them to the markets in Germany?
Yeah.
So they thought, let's have startup houses for them,
Yes.
where when they go back to Africa,
Yeah.
they can actually go there and network,
Yes.
and go there and have offices,
Okay.
and go there and actually run more programs,
Yes.
and even bring back what they've learned from the program they're having.
Yes.
So the Westerwelle startup houses were born. Yeah.
And the first one was in Tunisia or
Yes.
Kigali or Mombasa?
The first one was in Tunisia,
Mhm.
and then we went to Kigali, and then Arusha, and now in Mombasa.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful. And in this program, do you select startups and then you what do startups really get?
Perfect. It's a question we get a lot. Come here, they find the co-working space, and then they find us, and then we're also empowering entrepreneurs.
Yes.
So it's a bit tricky to kind of blend it all.
Yes.
So what we do is we curate programs for entrepreneurs and do a lot of fundraising for that with the organizations that we work with, and then provide the programs to the entrepreneurs here. So they are fully funded programs that target entrepreneurs and their businesses at different stages. It might be when they are looking to start up, when they're in the ideation stage. It might be when they are looking to expand.
Yes.
These are some of the things we've actually been able to do here in Mombasa since we launched in January.
So you launched this 2025 January?
Yes, we launched in January. We've been here now for around 11 months.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
I don't know if Graham has a question, because now I think I want to go a bit deep on this topic.
Yeah, actually, it's very interesting to. I learned about Westerwelle.
It's okay. We can call it Westerwelle.
Westerwelle.
Yeah.
In Rwanda.
Yes.
We were trying to do an event in Rwanda that time, but I guess those are the perfect. So when you say support enterprise, does it mean you incubate, you provide startup capital?
Yes.
Or how does it work?
Good. So we provide programs and give them the entrepreneurship training.
Okay.
Specifically. And once in a while, in case some of the donors we're working with have a small grant, we do give small grants, but that's not our key business model.
Okay.
I could call it that.
Okay.
Our main is to empower them in the entrepreneurship knowledge.
Okay.
And
So training, you train
mostly capacity building.
Does it have a timeline?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a bit different because most of our programs run anywhere between 5 months to 8 months.
Oh.
Yes.
So now you should already have maybe done 1 or 2 cohorts?
We've done
this
3
year?
cohorts since we launched.
Okay.
And the first one was called Digitalents, where we focus on people in the digital space.
Okay.
Photographers, software developers, even content creators like social media managers.
Interesting.
And we were looking for people who had a young business, and we gave them a lot of entrepreneurship training.
Okay.
And then we separated them into tracks. So people
Okay.
in software, we got them an expert trainer in software.
Okay.
People in visual, that is people in things like content creation in that software, social media management. We got someone different, and photographers, we also got them someone different to train them. So we had 3 tracks. So on top of giving them the entrepreneurship training, we gave them a specific training on their crafts.
Okay.
And that ran for around 8 months. And I think 2 or 3 months of that, we had incubation where they actually worked from the space.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm curious to know, why Mombasa though?
Why not Mombasa?
Hey.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it's a good one.
Yeah.
But why Mombasa specifically?
So the foundation is trying to go to secondary cities because we feel like capital cities are a bit saturated, places like Nairobi or Silicon Valley.
Yeah.
So easy for you to get so many entrepreneurship programs and startup houses and even co-working spaces.
Yeah.
As cool as the one that you can see here. But in Mombasa, ukikuja, you find like it's just maybe 1 or 2.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we're trying to go to secondary cities because there's a lot of opportunity there for the work that we do.
Absolutely.
And to also bring more meaning to what you do. Yeah.
Yeah, and for those who have not come to Mombasa, it's a really great city, known for tourism and a lot of other things, culture, food,
The
foods,
the weather.
people. Yeah. So there's so much. So seeing even such a innovation center like this actually come to Mombasa is a great, win. And one of the things that I may be asking myself, maybe if I'm in another city like Mombasa, is there like plans to expand in future to these other satellite cities?
If you were to ask me, I'd tell the foundation is we're watching, please, let's go to more places in Kenya.
Yeah.
But the goal is to try to reach as many parts of Africa as we can.
Okay.
And honestly, it would be a bit unfair if we went to another city in Kenya and you're not yet maybe in Uganda or another place.
Okay.
So right now we're trying as hard as possible to go into
Let's have presence in every country.
in every country in Africa.
Yeah.
Okay.
And by good luck, by the hard work that's been done, we're actually going to Ghana next year, which is good.
Yeah.
We're actually supporting for a space to actually set up there.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
So that's at least this progress. Last
That's
year
good.
we launched here. This year we launched in Mombasa. Next year, hopefully in Ghana. And in a few years, maybe we clock in many more countries.
Yeah,
That's good.
and I have on your wall you have written Africa is a continent of opportunities by
That's
Vestervel himself.
Yes.
Is it like the spaces?
Yes.
Oh, that's
In
wonderful.
all spaces you go. You guys, next time you're in Kigali, please step into the space. You'll see it's all similar-ish. Yes.
I mean, we are trying to get a partnership where we can have this partner in different countries through Africa Stocking, given that also we are in 23 markets.
Yes. This would really be
and
powerful.
yeah, so it's something that we're looking keenly on. I'm sure that should be inked as soon as before 2025 ends.
Perfect.
So that every program that we're doing, we can be able to see how do we collaborate.
Yeah.
Now, let's go back to Mombasa itself. And it's a bit old city. If you think about it, there's Fort Jesus, which is back in the days 1800s. So there are a couple of innovation spaces, either backed by the government or NGOs and all that. Is there like a collaboration with all these other spaces that happens here? Or
For sure, I'll talk about what we've been doing, which I feel is bringing a lot of collaboration.
Yes.
When we launched, we first of all got all the ecosystem players to kind of first of all come and celebrate the day with us when we were launching.
Yes.
And after that, we've been super intentional on actually reaching out to them and trying to do things together.
Yes.
In that we've partnered with people like Sote Hub
Yes.
who will bring things like the Blue Economy Summit or be part of it.
In October.
Yes, recently.
yeah.
We're good friends with people like Close the Gap. There's people like IOME who are here for one of our programs called Wave Makers. Even places like Swahili Port, we've actually gone there and they've come here to support each of us. So there is some sort of collaboration going on. And hopefully, you never know, it could be writing proposals together as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because one of the biggest challenge I've seen even in Nairobi is that sometimes that collaboration takes time to happen.
Yes.
Or it happens and
The vision
there's no
is not
intention,
caught.
And then we get overtaken. And I think this doesn't even talk about innovation spaces only. Even companies, it takes too much time. And I think if people could see how do you utilize each other's products, how do you utilize each other's strength? Of course, the goal is almost similar. It's just that it's focusing on different sectors and verticals.
Yes.
But ideally, all of us want to build opportunities. We want to create more opportunities for the ecosystem. So it's good to hear about that. You know, I was telling Graham last week that Mombasa, there are so many missed opportunities, even the brick and mortar kind of opportunities.
Yes.
I wonder, I don't know if the county government is taking note of what is happening in these spaces. And what you have to say about it.
Honestly, yes, I could say they are in, even if maybe it's not directly happening here at Vestavelle Startup House right now today, but we have seen them supporting places. I have been to events and even like a part of the programs at places like IOMI, where you can see heavy government presence in terms of like them helping the partnerships happen.
Yes.
So it's happening. It's maybe not happening at the scale that people would wish it was happening, but it's at least presence in some of the amenities and programs where there's a touch of government in there. And who knows, maybe there'll be more as we go on, as also more innovation hubs like these ones continue coming up.
Yeah.
Do you guys have a joint plan for the year? Because I think some of the big cities, they come together and they create flagship flagship events across the year that everybody comes to do. For you guys, is there such a deliberate attempt on that same topic? I think one of the debates we've been having is that what really happens in Mombasa anyway.
Besides people roaming at Pirate Beach and becoming a mess.
And
Mamangina.
So this is a very, very important. For me, I'd say having you guys here and the other hubs is really breaking the mold for this city. And really, if you think about it, with I don't want to say collapse, but slowing down of the port, you really need a new injection of life. So I don't know, do you have a way where you collaborate for, important calendar events in the year? And what would you say for people who say that Mombasa is sleeping / dead? Because like the event we're having here, we've had more people than the Nairobi one.
Amazing.
Think about it.
Amazing.
But anyway, yes, please.
Honestly, I think what I can just say is people should stop seeing Mombasa from the lens of the cameras and maybe stories and social media and all that.
And
actually come because okay, fine, there's a lot of heat. Of course, people will move a bit slower. We're not running to come down the stairs and start sweating. But when we launched this year, we actually ran so many amazing events here at the Startup House. And it's amazing to see the kind of people that we pull to actually come here.
Okay.
So if people ask what actually does happen in Mombasa, people show up. People run programs. You actually get all subscriptions of people who are actually eager to come and apply for those programs and learn.
Okay.
We have honestly and thank goodness we have not struggled to get even people here for most of the events we've had. So even for like regular things we do here at the Startup House, like things like business networking Thursdays.
Okay.
Where people actually just come and network every Thursday and get to know what are you doing. Pitch your business. It happens every Thursday and it's been happening since
January.
No, not since January, since May. And it's a collaboration you're having with one of our community members. Called Elimo Masters.
That's very consistent.
So if you're asking what's happening in Mombasa, a lot of things are happening, maybe not as loud as maybe other parts of the country are. And maybe to go back to the first question you asked about, are we co-creating annual things, or are we having like calendars, maybe hopefully even with like other sectors like the government? Maybe not yet, maybe from what I've heard. I don't know everything right now, but entities like the Kenya Chamber of Commerce actually does a lot to bring businesses together. And I know they actually do annual calendars. Also, some of us who are members of like the chamber do get to know what's happening and actually meet with them.
Interesting. So can Kenya National Chamber of Commerce
Yes.
and Industry.
Yes.
Oh, congratulations.
Asante.
You are immersing yourself.
Yes.
Maybe the blue economy is also one thing that you guys build around.
Yes.
And scale to, to be the flagship product or flagship meetup. Yeah. Anyway,
It's
that's
a good
interesting.
event. You guys should definitely try and attend.
Yeah, I think is this the second year running or
Yeah.
the third? So the second,
Yeah.
Maybe fourth, actually.
fourth, eh?
Maybe I might be
Yeah,
wrong, but maybe fourth.
we'll probably be here next year.
Yeah.
We are trying to come back to Mombasa more.
So have does a good job to pull big entities to this side.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We should be able to join probably the immediate to next one. Yeah.
Good thing we've done this. So
No, yeah.
It's on record.
it's on track.
And we will be working from festival.
Nice. Amazing.
Yeah. So if you look at cities like Barcelona, which share a lot of relation with Mombasa,
Yeah.
and in here I'm not just talking at Mombasa because Vestaville is here.
Yeah.
There's Dar es Salaam, there's Lagos, there are all these Cape Town, which are by the ocean.
Yeah.
Yes.
And also they create these different experiences that people actually find it really, really important to be in that economy. And also borrowing from Germany. Are there like, intentional to explore such experiences where there are different activities happening there, either low season, high season? Because one of the things actually that happened in Corona and most people realized, especially the cities that depend on tourist economy.
Yes.
And mostly international tourist economy. They suffered a great blow.
Yes.
And they realized at that particular point, that's when they should invite local tourism, which was a bit reactive.
Yeah.
And from those lessons, innovation spaces should be able to think about or around this. I don't know, either from Vestaville view or the startups that you are incubating, are there people thinking around this kind of experiences?
Yeah.
This kind of activities that people coming back? Because now, yes, there's an innovation space. I would love to come to this innovation space and maybe take a cruise to Zanzibar or go to a house party.
Yes.
Or go to maybe a cultural food. Even in Nairobi, there is that happening. Kikuyu Fest, Luo Fest, Kamba Fest, Mijikenda Fest. Those activities that keep things moving and keep people excited to come and enjoy.
Let me speak of something quickly that I saw happening the other day.
Okay.
And then go back to some of the startups we have. I saw there was I don't know what they call it. There was a kind of like a dough festival where people actually, I don't know if you saw it.
Like the one that happens in Lamu.
Yes.
Okay.
So
but that's for Mombasa.
Just for Mombasa.
Okay.
So such things do happen. And with that, I believe that they also try and bring or touch on the tourist aspect of it, to bring people together, not just internationally, but also locally. Because MK was to ask you, when was the last time you actually went and saw people racing indoors? It's crazy to just be there, experience it. These guys are even pulling in a lot of money for that. But in the last program that we had called ENEA, it was a cross-border program. It actually just ended in October.
Okay.
We were focusing on startups or actually businesses that were ready to expand into the neighboring countries. And in that, with the support of the Bedrich Foundation, we actually were able to even immerse 5 of the top participants to Dar es Salaam. And 2 of them were actually in travels. And one of them is curating amazing excursions for people in Mombasa and things to do. So if you had to ask me what can I do in Mombasa right now, I don't have to stress. Just need to go back to this startup that I know and ask them, hey, can you curate something for me to do in Mombasa? So maybe in the small ways, and I wouldn't have known about them if they would not have applied for the program.
Yes.
But then also people in the program and people in the startup house and our ecosystem would not have known about her or them if they were not part of such a program. So I believe they are there. Maybe it's the exposure that's not as vibrant or as fast as other places, but I know they're there and people are doing things to also tackle local tourism as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see something called Afro Green.
Yeah.
I must accelerate.
Yes.
I'm not a climate change denier. I think money is drying up from that side. What's going on with that Afro Green Climate Accelerate.
So we actually have the program called, we had a program
Yes.
in conjunction with Arusha.
Arusha.
Yes,
Westerwell Arusha.
Westwell Startup House Arusha.
Okay.
It was a boot camp though. It was not a long program.
Mm.
They had a program though in Arusha, which they've done successfully.
Mm.
That's why the guys at Climate KIC actually came back and said, "Hey, we want to do something else."
Climate KIC is the Kenyan innovation on climate something.
Could be, but I think they are
There's something different.
Yes, another entity with which is a non-profit as well.
Okay. Okay.
So we had a boot camp where we touched on people in the blue and green economy, people who are doing amazing things like recycling.
Okay.
People who are in the blue and green economy. I don't know how to go deeper.
Blue
into
is
that.
the ocean.
Yes, people who are
And
tackling
green
solutions.
is the
Yes,
the climate.
yes, anyone who is in solutions for either of them.
Yes.
We had a mini boot camp here.
Yes.
And out of that, there is an amazing lady who is actually turning a lot of textile waste, which is billions and billions of tons of waste, into actual things that people can use day to day, like bags, which is amazing. So we had a short boot camp for that, and
At least it was a success. That's what you're saying.
yeah, it was a success, and
Okay.
I know we are of course trying to do more of that because it was a short boot camp, and
Or it
got
was a
quite-
pilot. You're trying to figure out what can be achieved.
It was a pilot in Mombasa,
Yes.
but around the second or third time happening in
In Arusha.
Yes.
Diversity when it comes to innovation.
Yeah.
In this call for proposals or call for application, do you have like initiative where you reach, even data actually feels like more into Mombasa than Nairobi, right?
Yes.
Do you like have these initiative where now you like invite them or even kind of build capacity so that the pipeline is always there?
You're asking really nice questions. And it's really nice because it's things that I know we've been speaking about and trying to see how we can tap into that, because the capacity we currently have at the moment is not that big. So what we're doing is trying to partner with entities on that side to see if we can do replicas. Like the first program we had called Digitalents, it actually has a playbook, a free one, which you can actually implement anywhere in the world.
Oh, serious?
Yes, and it's a free playbook that we made.
Yeah.
And it's actually online. You can just download and see if you can implement it. So I know there was a team from Taita Taveta who were here. I know some of the talks around it could have been trying to set up things where they are at the moment, because our programs, how they are designed, you actually need to be here physically.
Okay.
Because we are training you here. If it's the mentorship, it's happening here. But this is currently at the moment. Yes. So Kilifi, Kwale, for sure they're in Mombasa. I mean, we're in Mombasa, definitely in the vision of things we'd love to do, hopefully soon.
Yes.
And I know there's some of the partners, even people in Kilifi. There's another hub there doing amazing things who have always been here, and they have always invited us for some of the programs and events there. Trying to see how we can tap in. Yeah.
Okay.
So at the moment, maybe the best thing we can do right now is try and do proposals together to actually tap into each other's synergies.
Okay.
Yeah.
And let's go even more deeper in terms of the innovation that you incubate. Are they like hardware, software, impact, social? Where is your niche or everything?
It's entrepreneurship.
Entrepreneurship. Okay.
At the moment, yeah. It's
anyone building new things.
Anyone building at the moment, anything.
Okay. So it doesn't have to be social. It doesn't have to be impact.
It doesn't have to be
hardware. It doesn't have to be software.
Yes.
Come the way you are.
Come the way you are.
Jesus
The
said.
program, the program is also going to also let you know who is actually the correct target. The correct target for the program we have.
Okay.
Let me go back to Digitalents. You had to be in the space of doing things in digital.
Online,
And there you had to be in digital trade. as much as we are doing things like e-tourism and all that. So as we go on, more programs are going to keep coming up because we are receiving also a lot of requests for people. Oh, why don't you do this? And it's up to us to also do like a lot of research and see what else is being needed in this specific zone now that we're in places like Mombasa.
So I'm thinking before Graham goes, if I'm crushing my cashew nuts and producing oil or coconut, because that's some of the crops that people plant here. And sometimes actually I saw a documentary where people were saying, they can create value-added solutions, but they don't know the pipeline of even exporting and all that. Have you experienced people who actually are interested in, like me, I'm an entrepreneur, I've become the person who makes sure that these products are reaching out? Because I've seen also several countries across Africa where they have like manufactured or created in whatever country. And I have not seen most of that in Kenya. There is no one product, say this one, you said Mumias and we know the story of Mumias. I can't think of another product that really I've seen consistently that this is made here or manufactured here. Yeah. It's either it's bought somewhere else, repackaged,
I know,
and then you're sold as the product here. Because not to say anyone is sleeping in their job, but it's to say that this is actually an opportunity for innovators to think, how can we start? And by the way, you don't have to start as big. I don't know if you have seen some of those initiatives. I know that chief who is doing Kuza Freezer,
Dennis
Onkangi. You see how he is very consistent. Like even you have done a podcast with him in case you're wondering. You can go and check out his story. He's actually iterating a solution every other now and then. Now he's working with San Francisco company to really even innovate further. That's the kind of consistency. And I think if innovation spaces in different cities, in different towns could actually support that, that would be great. But nevertheless, not to empty the cup, are there such requests? Are there such entrepreneurs in this space?
I could say, I know there might be, maybe because in the capacity I am, maybe I don't receive all the requests, but I'm sure they are. But let me just quickly touch on something we received recently. Really interesting. Someone talking about like mangrove. He's making a mangrove coin because mangrove is also part of the blue economy. And he's trying to build something because we have all heard about things like carbon credits.
Yes.
But how many of us actually know what this means?
Or
How can you
how
actually
to tap in.
how can you tap into that?
Yeah.
And now recently we got an entrepreneur who has a startup who's helping these organizations who actually identify the places that need to be financed for these carbon credits. And on top of it, he's actually coming up with a coin, like a coin for that, so that you can trade in future, like a coin. So it's going to be called a mangrove coin. And these are people who have actually come here and said, hi, we've identified you guys as a strong partner in Mombasa, and we're trying to see how we can actually scale up on this or reach more partners with this. So it's now up to us and the foundation to actually go back and say, hey, these are some of the requests you're also receiving. How can you actually go around it? But I don't know of many more, but I'm sure people are still coming to us. Maybe through me, maybe through someone else in other departments, but it's happening for sure. Yeah.
There's something else I wanted to ask around access to seed capital. I think Mombasa now has there's Technical University of Mombasa, one university. I don't know. Probably is there Aga Khan University? Which other university?
There's only TUM and the others are campus.
Yeah, campuses like JKUAT, KU.
Yeah, all these are other campuses, but the only university is Technical University of Mombasa.
For sure.
Yeah.
Interesting. So what I realized is a lot of these guys who are building solutions. We probably build something that, as we go on, very ready for market.
Yeah.
So how can you guys catalyze seed capital? Because the problem of African entrepreneurs, let me say Kenyan entrepreneurs is where can I get $10,000 to make this work? And then another problem with the Kenyan entrepreneurs is some of them are in to take the $10,000 and build a flat. So how are you guys thinking about that, the framework? I know it's not your 100% focus,
yeah,
but it's hard to walk away from that reality. And do you see yourselves as VCs taking some part of that so that it can be sustainable, or how is that? Since you are new, you are still exploring the house.
Yeah.
Yes, but are you thinking about that?
Personally, me as Sam, for sure, this is something that is always interesting because
Yes.
there is a lot of ripe businesses for such investments, but as the foundation, the model does not really allow us to go that. Not well, it doesn't allow us maybe at the moment because we've had something that's been going on for a while that's actually working.
Okay.
The capacity building, which we
Okay.
feel brings a lot of value, and we'd love to keep doing that.
Okay.
We do not want to now reinvent the wheel and say, oh, no, you know what, now we need to switch to this right now. And something else has been working really well. But we do, part of what we do is also link a lot of people to the markets.
Okay.
Like the people we took to Arusha and, sorry, not to Arusha, to Dar es Salaam, two of them have
They're
actually
Enea
found
people.
Yes, two of them have actually found businesses there.
Okay.
And it's, if you were to ask me, it's something more sustainable than us giving them like 10 Gs of
All right.
10,000 euros and all that.
All right. Another question.
Yeah.
When you're doing capacity building,
Yeah.
do you have a tiered approach to say you do capacity building for young entrepreneurs or 1-year-old startups, and capacity building for CBOs of a certain age, or government institutions that are struggling with, I don't know, tech? How are you structuring the capacity building? Is it only for young entrepreneurs, or are you spreading that across to other verticals?
At the moment we say it's for young entrepreneurs,
Okay.
but as well your business might be young as well. So that's where we are focusing on right now.
So you could be an old guy with a 2-month-old startup.
For sure.
And you would qualify.
Yes.
Okay. So it's the age of the startup.
It's mostly the age of the startup, but of course, since we do not also generate our own revenue, also the partners'
May
requirements,
decide.
of course, weigh in, of course,
Interesting.
heavily on who gets into the programs and who gets to benefit.
That's very interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
And is this publicly available in case someone is interested?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
So the program, the call for proposal.
Exactly. And then, I know you guys know you've worked with donors before. You know how strict most of them are.
Yes.
Especially how you do the onboarding, the call for applications and all that. So everything is super public.
Okay, we haven't worked with donors. But we envision. We have worked with organizations that raise money to.
Yes.
To be impactful.
Working with donors and supporters is it's a very interesting thing because
they're very strict.
Yes, which is good because these guys are investing a lot of money heavily, and they need to see this 1 shilling, how was it used?
Okay.
So that's, I think, one of the things that actually makes them come back to Vestavela Foundation.
All right.
Because of how we've shown we can actually utilize the amount that we get from them and make impact. Yeah. Transparency is key in this.
I mean, you mentioned something really interesting
Yeah.
about the donors, and I've been asking this question in different ways. And one of those ways is where that these donors feel like their money is not utilized well. Is there like a consistent mistrust, consistent, wastage? Because even when the current president of the United States of America came in, one of the key things he said is that taxpayers cannot be paying the money, and the citizen of the country are not seeing the result of that money, but also they're facing like even worse challenges. I don't know how genuine that was, definitely, because there's a debate around that. And that alone should tell you there's something going on. And of course, there are people who look at the United States as a superpower and follow through. There are so many programs that were, impacted with the US aid, and the ripple effect, of course, was evident until today. Is there like a consistent mistrust, consistent wastage, because also there is a debate around United Nations. All these are things that are in the public domain. And people are questioning these resources really go to the most needed.
To the right
and in the same breath, given the Westavela approach, not that I know so much of the project, But definitely, I heard about it in Kigali.
Yeah.
And before I
Okay.
knew it, now it's in Mombasa. Before I
Yes.
knew it, it is in Arusha.
Yes.
I didn't know even it was in Tunisia. But when I checked Mombasa, I was like, oh, there are these things going on.
Yes.
Of course, there's something working out.
Yeah.
What are those steps that, even these organizations, because they're needed, there are people actually who need that small push
Yeah.
to get the next level. So what are some of the lessons that people can learn from this accountability?
Accountability. I think key is to show the kind of value you're bringing from the amount you're getting. And if you have not set clear terms from the beginning,
Yeah.
it's always nice to really say, okay, actually, how do you want me to even do the reporting? Do you even want me to send you like physical receipts of things I'm doing, which is good
Interesting.
because
Yeah.
some
Okay,
of the donors
okay.
do require things like this.
Yes.
But what is the effect and the ripple effect into the community? How are you supporting them? How many people actually benefit? If I give you a program to help 25 startups, how
Yes.
many people are those 25 startups going to help?
Yes.
You need to be really clear on how the investment coming towards you is actually helping the community, not just you. How to be accountable? Just need to have like a strong system, honestly, because we've heard of startups in Mombasa and even maybe in Nairobi,
Yeah.
people who've gotten even $1 million
Yes.
funding. And
Yes. They can't show where it went.
they can't show, or even they fall,
Hey.
which is a lot of money when you just go in like 2 years, you're gone.
Yeah, reminds me of was it Kunle or Kune?
Kune.
Guy who burned $1 million
$1 million.
competing in the Mamantilie or
Mama
what do you call
Mboga.
them? Mama Mboga.
Yeah.
No. The guy is
Mama Put. Mama.
Do you think they
Kibandaski. That's the name I was
yeah.
looking
Do you think
for.
they scaled up too fast? Because I thought the
No, I
model
mean,
was-
I think it is just blatant ignorance that some economies work the way they work
Yeah.
because of the culture
Yeah.
and trust.
Actually, it
Yes.
is a culture.
If you don't only support those the culture, trust,
Yes.
and innovate or iterate towards ensuring that yes, you're adding value to both the economy.
Mhm.
It's like today you wake up and say, I want to get rid of brokers
Yes.
because they are evil, because they are taking all the money and the farmer is not getting the
I know.
dues.
I know.
It sounds very noble.
Yes.
It sounds business sound,
Yes.
but on the ground,
Yes.
you need to account
Be
that also
different.
these people are innovators in the broker business. If you
Exactly.
remove the broker, maybe the cabbages would go.
For sure.
Yeah, I know in every
They
other
go
market,
bad.
serious market,
Yeah.
there must be brokers. Otherwise, you will not sell. Even there are those jokes going on the radio where someone ignored the broker and then they had to throw everything away because now no one could buy.
Yes.
But the broker was coming in to show him how to distribute faster, how to convince, because there is that trust chain that
Yes.
happens.
Yes.
Yeah, and people have mastered their art in certain sectors.
Yeah.
So for me, Kune was more or less they ignored that process.
Yeah.
And of course they paid dearly. I don't know how dearly they paid.
Yeah.
And there are so many stories in these issues of
Ecosystem.
entrepreneurship. And
Sure.
I don't know
Sure.
anyone who has received serious investment in Mombasa.
Let me see. I know Kuza has received
Kuza
quite a-
Freezer.
yeah, Kuza, and they're doing really well. And for them, it's really good because you can see what they're doing.
Yeah.
Yes.
I know they've actually been part of the Young Founders Program at some point at Vestavele. And apart from that, who else do I know who has received serious money? I don't know.
There are people who
top
are
of my
receiving
mind.
money and then quietly going to, let's just say, going to work.
Yeah.
But they should be telling the story, though.
yeah.
I think there could be a lot of
There
guys
could be for
receiving
sure.
money.
There could be. I mean, every day we hear people are in competitions, winning grants and all that.
Yes.
We've also given 2 grants so far through our
Oh,
partners.
nice.
Good thing is we're keeping tabs of those people and what they're doing, as much as they were not like serious grants. Did one for around like 5,000 euros to a startup in Digitalens
Okay.
in January.
Okay.
Yeah, they're called Intrasoft. I know they're doing amazing things right now.
Okay.
So I know, of course, there are always people who are getting money and misusing it. You can't. I don't know. It's like I don't want to call it human nature, but it's there.
Is it hunger? And I mean, like, for the basics of life.
It's lack of
Like,
knowledge.
like rent.
And food.
Actually, let me ask you, so
Food.
in Digitalent,
Yeah.
how did you shortlist? What were you shortlisting based on? These guys have good online traction,
Yeah.
or these guys have received their first
Yeah.
from influencing, therefore there is money,
Yeah.
or how did you guys shortlist, or what stood out from the? I guess you had a panel of judging or something.
I wish my country director was here to answer that question, because
It was exciting.
she was literally the person who did the shortlisting. But
Yes.
from what I know is, of course, they needed to have had made X amount of money or below.
Okay.
They
Okay,
needed
or
to be-
below.
yes, they needed to be within this age bracket.
Mhm.
Their business needed to be at least scalable so that they actually benefit from the program.
Okay.
Because when you come here and go through a 8 months program and then your business is not even scalable, doesn't make a lot of sense, right? And I know there were some other few things that they were looking for. It must be based in Mombasa.
Okay.
And a few other things.
Okay.
So every program has its different kind of like requirements,
Okay.
which is not to say, oh, we don't want to work with you. It's mostly to see you benefit to the maximum in this specific, specific
Okay.
program. Yeah.
Okay. And something else, agriculture in Mombasa.
Yeah.
Someone told me your vegetables don't come from here. How do you guys see innovation in agriculture, or how do you think you can support guys to do agriculture? And in Mombasa, I don't think they can do normal agriculture because even the heat.
The heat is crazy.
Yes, maybe maybe this is the first city that'll be doing farming at night. I don't know, but there has to be some innovation for
Or
the food
greenhouses.
to come. Yes.
Yeah. I know it's not happening directly in Mombasa, since Mombasa is funny. Mombasa it's not that big.
It's too small.
And when you talk about Mombasa, people forget that places like Kilifi
This
are
is
not
like
Mombasa.
this is like a concrete city.
Yes.
You can't like go and farm vegetables.
For sure.
Uh,
But I know in places like Taveta, farming for sure does go on a lot. Parts of Kilifi as well.
Okay.
I know that there's good farming going on around there.
Okay.
I think
So
what
when you guys look at your mandate,
Yeah.
it's only in Mombasa you can consider Kilifi, Malindi.
for sure,
You can consider the other guys.
yes, we
Okay,
definitely
that's
need to
good.
consider them.
Okay.
Again, as I mentioned, since currently we need people to be here physically,
Oh,
so long
that's
as we
the
can make
only-
it here, yeah. Even if we are to kind of like get a place and be here for, which I don't know, which to be fair, I don't want to be unfair to people, but if you want to benefit in that kind of way, I mean, by
that's
all
also
means.
open.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's one thing I've been doing for the longest, the research of what makes the tech ecosystem, the innovation ecosystem to really work.
Okay.
One of those things is that consistent events. And events here, I mean trainings,
Yes.
workshops,
Yes.
networking. Now even I hear there's a new one known as mixers, fireside chats.
Yes.
And all these are targeting to bridge the gap between the guys who are really made it,
Yeah.
the people who are learning, the hands-on, and of course the hackathons. Vestavel as an organization that is actually building pipeline, is there like a strategy for that? I know you guys are pretty new; it's 11 months old in Mombasa,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but definitely you have learned from these other ecosystems there maybe for years. Is there plans to have these consistent events?
That's
Are you asking the right person?
Uh-huh.
Because I'm actually in events here at Vestavele,
Okay.
and in already fruits of having consistent things happening, especially things like the business networking Thursdays. And of course, we have had some few mixers here and there in Mombasa
Okay.
and also in Nairobi, because we do not Nairobi. We also try and do a lot of partnerships there, and we have a satellite office at FNF, Friedrich Naumann Foundation.
Okay.
So we've had mixers there.
There's one office here, or I've seen one in Nairobi.
One at Gigiri.
Gigiri.
Yes, that's where we actually do Nairobi events.
Okay.
So I believe strongly that having regular things, especially meetups and events, create a
Okay.
community. This is what
Okay.
is building a community. And even in the startup house, the people who actually take in co-working spaces, we have regular events for them. Every month we have at least a game night or a community breakfast. And we're doing this intentionally to make sure these people are networking
Okay.
and making value out of their stay here, and even doing business together, because that's some of the ways we partner. We also empower them.
Okay.
So mixers do happen in Mombasa every now and then.
Yes.
Events, we need regular events.
Yes.
Annual events if possible, and even monthly events. And with a program like Wave Makers, which I know I've not mentioned, but Wave Makers is trying to bring CSOs and
Okay.
startups together.
Okay.
Because it's so rare for you to go into a room where in a room where CSOs and startups are together.
Who are CSOs?
I was gonna ask.
Civil society organizations.
Eh?
It's when was the last time you had like the civic groups and startups in one place? What are they doing there in the first place? But these people have innovation that they can actually blend together and solve a lot of challenges. CSOs, even as groups, they have things that need to be sorted tech-wise.
Yes.
So we've had regular events for the last 4 months, every month, and we've had different themes and brought together these groups. And our main aim is to see them partner, see them have collaborations happen. And with that, I can comfortably say it's been going on really well. And we're seeing something new coming up in Mombasa, where people are actually even willing to partner and come to the same room and even learn. So, yes, my answer is yes. The mixers do bring a lot of collaboration.
It's called collision.
Yes.
Collision with their purpose. I have
Yes.
another question.
Yes.
When you look at the logistics hubs, one of them could ideally be Mombasa, the Lamu Mombasa strip.
Yeah.
Maybe all the way, I don't know. So how are you guys positioning this? Because I think there could be a lot of interesting, maybe we are thinking in the box too much. Maybe for us, logistics is a ship comes, we don't care how it came.
Yeah.
I saw there's a very big startup in the US that is streamlining logistics. I need to remember their name. And they have raised a lot of money. They have gone into the depth of even scheduling containers to go into ships across the world. So even just attempting to be a logistics hub in East Africa, what do you see that space? Because that ideally, you're the custodians of the port, guys. I know you don't see yourself like that. But guys, you guys will have to take this one. Or do you have a program coming?
No, well, not yet. Not yet. Not that I've seen or heard so far that we've done like a fundraising for. But I know maybe in things we're trying to do like the linking the market linkages from people in Germany to Africa.
Yes.
Some of that is also going to go around maybe being in logistics and all that, which is something that we are actively doing right now.
Because Germans are very good in that.
For sure.
And also in agriculture.
Exactly. So I cannot say right now, I can say, hey, you know what, MK, this is what we're doing right now. But of course,
you are taking that as a suggestion.
Of course.
Notice board Pale.
Yes.
Yeah, I think there's a huge space there for
Yeah, what do you guys think though about the being the logistics firm? Is there any kind of like innovation you feel like is missing?
Yes.
Or could spark a lot of ripple effects?
Yes.
positively,
In
for
fact,
sure?
I can go fast. I
Yes.
think that there's a big market for logistics.
Yes.
Africa's biggest problem is logistics. The question is, how do you think about it for the local people? Let me give you a good example.
Yes.
We, by the, should I say grace of God, or I don't know, we got a chef.
Yes.
Yeah? you know, we don't get chef when you're in your house. But in Mombasa, we have a chef. So this chef has to battle going to the supermarket and to the market versus, doing the meals with a very short time, because he's doing maybe 4 or 5 gigs. 4 or 5 gigs a day. So his biggest challenge is just not spending his time finding things in Kongoya. That is it.
Yeah.
If he found a way where things are delivered from Kongoya to him, wherever he is,
Super
that
convenient.
cuts so much time
I know.
and allows him to make more money, because then maybe he can do 5 gigs.
Yes.
So that's a very simple logistics problem,
Yeah.
but it is hidden. You get. So I think that's just one example. There could be more when you look at the corporate businesses, when you look at the B2Bs. So I think there is a lot of value there to be unlocked.
Yeah.
And each city may be different, but also Mr. MK can say something there.
Yeah. I mean, for me, I look at logistics in several fold. And one of the key one is the addressing system.
Interesting.
Because if for sure the addressing system really works in every country in Africa. And I don't know if it's because by design or something. I got to really collaborate with the TomTom company in South Africa and Dutch. So versus Google. right?
Yeah.
And back in the day, TomTom used to provide BlackBerry with the maps for Africa.
Oh,
They were
okay.
super accurate to the inch.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And with that, actually, BlackBerry innovated even how fast. Then Google did not innovate how fast the car is moving, the speed and
Yeah.
all that.
Yeah.
And I think over time, they really innovated that. When you're driving or walking, you can actually see how fast you're
Okay.
driving and stuff on your Google map.
Okay. What happened?
I know most people actually ignore that feature.
Yeah.
But TomTom actually the first map I saw on BlackBerry phone. Actually, they could tell you you're moving this fast and this is the time you'll get there and so on and so forth. That's how the calculation happens. When you're told, even when Uber tells you you'll get this place that in this particular time, that's the algorithm they use to estimate.
Time X speed.
Yes.
Okay.
And then there's Google Maps. And then there is Isri. I think Isri is catching up.
History,
It's catching up.
It's a mapping company.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So Africa continent is the most mapped continent, if I'm not wrong, in the world.
Okay.
Everybody is mapping it.
Yeah.
And the problem is that no one is actually doing it as a whole. Either because of lack of better satellite. I'm not sure what's the right, I would say this is a problem to be solved.
Yeah.
But definitely addressing is crazy. I feel like it can unlock, at least in Kenya only, around 2 trillion in economy. How? One, if addressing system work, delivery could happen anywhere in time.
For sure.
Today, as we speak, even with the Google Maps and everything, you have to confirm.
I know.
Like where were we going yesterday and we were confirming?
Even
You had
just
to ask
coming
them all.
from the Promenade Mall
Yes.
to our Airbnb,
Yes.
the map was all over the place.
Yeah. If you take one wrong turn,
wondering what's
Google Map wants to always get you there.
Yes.
Right? So if you take a wrong turn, it will always give you another route. Now, if you're just looking at that map, you'll be like, I'm going in the right direction.
Yeah.
Already you are lost.
Yeah.
So there's so much
Yeah.
interactive maps and so on and so forth. Two is that delivery would happen faster, which means saving fuel,
Yes.
emitting carbon.
For sure.
There's things like being efficient,
Escaping the heat, because the
escaping
heat
the
is
heat.
crazy, especially in Mombasa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So on and so forth. Two is that the government would be able to address some of the inefficiencies of service delivery.
Yes.
Imagine how does the government decide to build a hospital or a school?
Yes.
It just builds.
Yeah.
Oh, these guys are complaining too much, and they deserve a hospital to cool things down.
Yes.
And they may end up starting with a dispensary, not knowing that maybe majority of those people need a level 4, which level 4 offers certain services that are required by certain people with the chronic diseases, right? So there are several aspects of this that really I feel like could be addressed.
Yeah.
And it could actually create a 2 trillion economy in addition to what we have. Now, scale that to the 54 countries in Africa.
That's crazy.
That could unlock so many opportunities. But also, again, we cannot ignore that different countries, they have different regulations and policies on who can map and how you can map and which license do you need, which satellite should. As you speak, there are some people who have a problem of Starlink, being in the country and so on and so forth.
Why are you looking at
Yes.
Graham when you say Starlink?
No, I mean, it's because for us,
discussed
Starlink
it
is special.
several times.
Starlink is very special.
Okay.
Why? Because one of the key things that we do is do a lot of hackathons. And we love, in fact, there was a time we were discussing to do an African safari where we start from, because now you don't need visa all the way to South Africa.
Yes.
And if you had, what are those tracks called?
Overlanders.
Overlanders.
Okay.
Could actually carry like 20, 30 devs who maybe are working remotely and go empowering guys on how to create different solutions. In fact, the way this Google program came about, it was through that initiative where we're saying we'll go all the way to South Africa, do a summit there, and then come back again, touching all those points. Now, if you have Starlink, you're not limited. But now you see if all the countries don't have Starlink, then if you get to a country without Starlink, you have to look for internet. Before you get the internet set up, half a day is gone.
In fact, you can say the productivity of a meetup or a hackathon or an innovation center, because that's where you guys play. Is severely impacted by lack of internet.
For sure.
Yeah, you can't even have productivity.
It's true.
Yes, it's true. So there are those things get unlocked even without thinking about addressing, it solves a lot of problems.
Yeah.
But I don't know what you have to say now that you guys are fixing your internet.
Liquid, we can hear us.
Liquid is the new Zuku.
So I don't have much to say about that, but just to agree with what both of you are saying, because especially in places like Mombasa,
Yes.
I know even like when you talk about logistics, just to go down to the most narrow one,
Yes.
delivering things from point A to B
Yes.
is key. Is key. If you are to ask me, I already have someone who gets me things as simple as like fries from a shop like that's barely like 500 meters away. Sometimes because the heat is crazy.
Yes,
here.
yes,
So I
yes.
believe
And
it's
but you're also just busy.
Yeah,
And the
you-
time you lose trying to get
I know.
a pack of fries.
Yes.
You know, that is just too much.
Exactly. Go there, wait, and all that. So yeah, I
Yeah.
believe that these are big also opportunities that are, I could say, kind of like ripe for investments
Yes.
for sure.
Yes.
And it's up to us. Let me just put us there. It's up to us, innovation hubs like these ones, to try and also spark more of these conversations with the people who we know that can actually make this possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Samuel, what's your story?
Interesting. So my story it's simple. Like
Where does it start?
it starts at somewhere in Kiambu. Because I recently came to I recently came to Mombasa by the way.
Yes.
I came here about like 3 years ago.
Yes.
But my story starts from Nairobi. You know, a boy who's looking to actually my first dream was to become a DJ.
Wow.
Actually, sometimes I call my dad and tell him, by the way, you messed me up.
Oh.
Because DJs are bagging it right now.
Are you
They're
serious?
making a lot of money.
They wanted you to be a surgeon.
No. So my dad wanted me to do something else. He's a very technical person. Anyway, so my story is I started off in communication, did journalism and communication.
Okay.
Where my eyes got opened was when I visited an institution called USUDI. I got to learn about business development. You know, it's
From 2016 or 2017.
amazing. So actually, then in 2017, Good Soul, yes, and Charlotte,
Nastia.
Nastia, and Charlotte.
Hey, she has
They
grit.
shaped my life.
Those
by
two,
then.
they have a lot of grit.
I know.
Small ecosystem this way.
So that's where I learned about business development.
Okay.
And that's what's taken me from places like USUDI to even Young Rich, where I worked with Eugene Bogwa. As
Are
a
you
business
serious?
leader. Yes. And I now
Okay, I've never met Eugene though.
he's an amazing guy. You guys should get him on one of your podcasts.
Yes.
Wisdom.
Okay.
Wisdom. Worked on shows like This Love by Nameless and Wahoo. Then I decided, hey, you know what? Let me try and
Chief,
do
why are
something.
you not building your own series to run in Maisha Maji?
By Shavaji. No, because I felt like I needed to do something more that I needed to be more connected to the society, honestly.
Okay.
And I joined an organization called Hatua Network.
To
You know Hatua?
of course.
Aye, Ram, hey. So
you know
No,
someone.
that's what we know. We knew yesterday because
Oh,
somebody, you know.
okay.
Maybe you can talk about it.
No, we have to be very honest with you, Sam. You're talking to two guys who are very old in this tech ecosystem.
Hey.
In terms of, not old in terms of age, but also
Yes.
in age we are old.
Yeah.
Whatever old means, you know. If it means wisdom, we are old.
Yes.
But if it means something else,
Yes.
we are too young. But that's one of the key things that you should note when you're mentioning some of these things. You might find maybe we had something to do with them being found.
Oh, okay.
We
Okay.
contributed here and there.
Yes.
Yeah, but it's good
I
to
like
see
that.
also people like who can trace their
For
their
sure.
steps. Yeah,
For sure.
but go ahead. It's just
No, I mean, I was done after Hatua. I did employer partnerships for them.
Okay.
Basically, I was helping the kids who have been supported to actually get jobs.
Yeah.
So I was doing partnerships for them, doing partnerships with organizations to try and make sure these guys are employed, they have a source of income and all that. And then I felt maybe that was enough and get entrepreneurs. And I joined Vestavele, and I am here now working here with an amazing team.
wonderful.
Yeah.
Your story sounds like it can be told in a longer version.
For sure.
But today we just ambushed Samuel.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
There's another guest actually in the tech ecosystem that we wanted also to accompany you.
Yep.
But I don't know what happened. We'll just get in touch.
Yeah.
And also our camera keeps misbehaving. I don't know what's happening, man. Like it's looking all over. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Also, our camera did not work for those who are listening. but we make things work. But thank you so much, Samuel, for honoring this invite. I'm sure every time we're here, we will try and talk about 1 or 2, 3 things. If your director is around, also be invited.
Yes.
We want to tell our own authentic stories because we realize also our stories are not told right. They are also truncated in like 2 minutes, 1 minute, and sometimes it's most negative stuff that you can think of. So this platform is just to cover some of these initiatives that are happening. People who are doing different things, either with partners or without, and highlighting them. So if you're watching us out there, please follow us, like our pages. It helps a lot with the algorithm. I know some of you watch me a lot in different podcasts, but you just don't subscribe. Please subscribe. Also, Graham has just launched. Graham is a superstar. He's a superstar, but also subscribe to his platform.
Should have those effects where when you say something cool, it's like pa 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 pa.
Our senior director behind the camera is hearing your request. These are feedback that we want. But we normally actually release some of these recordings time to time. Graham now has challenged me to be going live whenever I am, because I'm the guy who goes a lot of places, but I never
go live.
Go live, or I create record some videos and keep them for myself. So you'll see some of these things change. And we can go live whenever. But I don't know what Graham has to tell our audience.
I think it's 2 things. It's important if we can get outside Nairobi, just to grow the action outside Nairobi. Number 1. Number 2, being in the ecosystem not too long, but at least for a few years, we have a lot of people doing a lot of good work. So if you have money in your pocket, before you go and buy, I know you have to buy the latest car. Some guys buy a car over like 50 million. I'm like, bro, $500,000. Anyway, the biggest way to scale your $500,000, maybe to find the African problems. Don't always, if you have already found the African problems, you've solved like 10, you made 100 million, please buy a jet immediately. But if you just have seed capital and you want to buy the next jet, chief, maybe just invest it in 100 startups. 20 of them may be unicorns, and your money is back. So I think just 2 things. Let's spread the cake or the action outside Nairobi, and 2, let's invest the money we are spending in other assets, also in startups.
For sure.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Sam, I'll give you one challenge. So this one challenge is divided into 2 or 3 aspects. One is that you can give your parting shot. I don't know which camera you should look. That one.
Okay.
The other one, you can give us your favorite proverb, African proverb.
Okay.
And the third one is if you had to read one book the rest of your life, which book would be that?
Oh, amazing.
Bible excluded.
You cut him.
So I'll go with the second one. My favorite. It's not a proverb; it's a saying that my dad told me, and it's always sticked with me for a long time. Do what the clock is doing. It's always on the move.
Okay.
It's not stopping at all times. Always move. If something is not happening, always move. And I think he told me this when I was like almost like 12 years.
Yeah.
I've never forgotten that. Because I think he was yes. So that's it.
Yes.
And what's the other parting shot? What did you ask about the first
Proverb?
Proverb? No, it's mine.
Parting shot is just what you want people who are watching you for the first time.
Guys, if you're watching me for the first time, my name is Sam from Vestaville Startup House, Mombasa. From Mombasa as well. Always choose growth is all I have to say. In everything that you're doing, choose growth. And we welcome you to Mombasa. And don't believe what they tell you on the internet about Mombasa. Come here and experience it for yourself.
Yes.
And I'm glad to be with this amazing gentleman over here. And hopefully we get to meet again someday.
Very nice. Very nice. The book that you read the rest of your life?
It's How to Build Traction. I don't remember the guy. My boss, Oliver, shout out to Oliver, got it to me. But How to Build Traction is a book. Not this Oliver.
I was so excited. I was like, bro, you are traversing.
Yeah. I'll remember the name of the person. Maybe when you guys are writing somewhere, you can put it down. Yeah.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Asante.
For those watching us, keep building, keep exploring, be curious, and ensure you're always changing the status quo. Remember to visit africastocking.com for the robust, scalable APIs if you're a developer, and also if you are a business, we have a platform known as Eco. Just check it out. And if you're a developer and you want to also build on our platform, there's Marketplace 2.0, which you should check out under the ecosystem. You'll find those two. Without further ado, also check out impactmasters.io. Join the community. A lot of good stuff is coming. My name is Michael Kimathi, co-hosting with Graham Muhanga.
See you guys.
And our guest is Samuel Kageni. Until next time, peace.
And within Africa, what I see personally is a collaborative space where we can create value across multiple different sectors and across multiple different countries. And what does that require? It requires each individual to play their part. And more so than that is also for us to be able to collaborate to make sure that we are maximizing the value that exists amongst us.
A lot of people founders here and a lot of developers here can attest that sometimes we build MVPs for even 4 months and 6 months, only to put it in the market and realize it's not going to work. People don't like it, it can't do anything. And then you have to build again for 6 months. Before you know it, that's 1 year.
The best gift you can give to a human being is a chance.
Exactly. A child that does not cry will die in the career.
There are too many problems in the world for us not to be the solutions to them. There are too many of us pointing fingers, looking for other people to solve for things that we know innately we have a piece of the puzzle for.
Think about the failures you've had in your life. Don't you learn more from failure than you do from success? I have.
Absolutely. That's where the biggest lessons are.
Yeah.